Okay, I'll tell you. Assessment year is the year in which previous year income is charged to tax. That is known as assessment year. In simple words, if I say my previous year is, previous means the one which has passed last year, the last year which we can refer it as previous year. Okay, the year which has just passed away. Okay, so what is our previous year? Our previous year is 1920. Previous year is 1920, that has passed. And just passed, immediately preceding. That means our assessment year is current year. Assessment year is this year, current year, 2021. And therefore, for 2021, the immediate previous year is 1920. If I say 4 previous years, then 1920 is first previous year, second previous year is 1819, third previous year is 1718, and fourth previous year is 1617.
16, 17.
Yes, that way. That way. But what I am saying is immediate previous year. Shivam Jaiswal, please stop your annotation. You are annotating on my screen. Okay. Now, assessment year is the year in which one file income tax returns of the year prior to it. That means financial year. It is the year in which income that is earned in the financial year that is just ended is evaluated. That means in the year 2021, you will assess the income of 19 and 20. And on that income, the income which is evaluated, on that particular income, you will pay the tax. In which year? In the assessment year. Okay. On which income you will pay the tax? The income of the previous year. Please try to understand. Income is earned in the previous year, 1920. But you are going to pay the tax in assessment year, 2021. Why? Ma'am, why is it so? Why can't we pay in 1920 only? How can an assessing officer check your income in 19 and 20 year only in which you are earning? Because you are still earning and the year is going on. When the year is completed, March 20, the year is over. 1920 का last month कौन सा होता है? March 20. So therefore, when March 20 comes, now assessing officer will tell you, show me your total income of the year. That means the total income of 1920 year will be calculated, evaluated all together. Not one month ka income will be taken to be considered. No, whole year will be considered together. Am I clear? So March 20 will be the year, will be the month of the completing previous year. And therefore, in the month of March, assessing officer will assess your income. And he will tell you this is how much you have to pay for tax. Therefore, after March, he will tell you no. And therefore, you will have to pay after March. And after March means April starts. And from 1st April 2020, your new financial year has commenced, which is known as assessment year. Therefore, according to this logic and the rules of the tax, the financial year which is currently going on is known as assessment year, in which you have to pay the tax. And the year which has just passed and you have earned the income in that particular year is known as previous year. So I hope you have understood now. And I've written an example also. Look at the second point. It is the year in which income earned is charged to tax. Very important. Very important. It is that year in which income is charged to tax, not earned. Income is not earned. Income is already earned in previous year. Now the earned income, on the earned income, you are charging the tax. I mean, you are paying the tax. Government is charging the tax and you are going to pay the tax. Niranjan, is he from our class? Jayashree
Yes,
from
ma'am.
ARC. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Niranjan, please keep yourself on mute. Okay. So look at the example wala point. Example, assessment year 2020 is the year which commences on 1st April 2020 and ends on 31st March 2021. Simple. Okay. In next point, income of the SSC. SSC means somebody who has to pay or liable to pay to the government or receive from the government is known as SSC. Okay, in short. So income of any person who is SSC earned in the previous year 1920 is assessed in the assessment year 2021. So for this year, students enrolling this year for the semester 3, and you're learning direct tax in this year. Therefore, students learning this year direct tax have an assessment year 2021. But suppose if somebody gets KT, okay, suppose somebody fails, suppose, then he will have to again appear for direct tax in the next semester, I mean in the next year. Okay, so for that particular student, the assessment year will change. What will be the assessment year? 21-22. Okay, so in the tax subject, the year, assessment year and previous year changes according to the year in which we are enrolled for your semester 3 subject, direct tax. Okay, so somebody like last year students. For last year students, it was assessment year 1920. But 1920 is your previous year. For them, it was assessment year. Why? Because 1920 was current period at that time. So whatever is current is known as assessment year. Are you understanding? So whenever I ask you what is your assessment year, right away you will tell me 2021, madam. And if I ask you what is your previous year, 1920. आ रहा है समझ में? बट वेन
Yes, मैं
लास्ट
समझ
ईयर,
गया.
हाँ लास्ट
Yes.
ईयर जब मैं बच्चों से पूछती थी तो वो असेसमेंट ईयर 1920 बोलती थी. आपने कहना है 2021. आई बात समझ में?
Current year assessment
हाँ
है
जी,
ना?
हाँ जी,
Yes.
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल. ठीक है. It falls immediately after the previous year. Assessment year is the year which falls immediately after, before nahi, after the previous year. Because previous year comes first and then comes assessment year. Therefore, if I can change the line and say the previous year falls immediately before the assessment year, or assessment year falls immediately after the previous year, it is one and the same thing. Assessment year previous year के बाद होता है, तो previous year assessment year से पहले होता है. Simple. Tax is to be paid in the assessment year. टैक्स कब पे करनी होती है? असेसमेंट ईयर. कौन सी इनकम पे? जो आपने इनकम अर्न की. कब इनकम अर्न की? प्रीवियस ईयर में अर्न की. Therefore, tax is to be paid in the assessment year for the income earned in previous year. Therefore, this line has been stated this way. आई बात समझ में? The income is earned in the previous year, but the income will be charged on that particular income. Sorry, tax will be charged on that particular income in the year known as assessment year. In the next year to the previous year, known as assessment year. Is it very clear what is assessment year? Is it clear
Yes,
to
मैम समझ
everybody?
गया.
Yes. Okay. Fine. Very good. चलो आगे बढ़ते हैं. Previous year. Now you know what is previous year because I've already explained you in the definition of assessment year. Let's look at it as like, because it is included separately. Let's look at it. What has been given in Income Tax Act? The previous year is a period of 12 months. Yes, okay, period of 12 months. Yes, which begins from 1st April, ends on 31st March. Okay, that is also okay. Assessment year is also period of 12 months following the previous year. Assessment is the assessment year is the period of 12 months following the previous year. Following means piche, next to the previous year, not before but after the previous year, during which assessee has to file his returns on income. So assessment year mein hi assessee has to file the returns on income and pay the tax. But in previous year he just earns income, that's it. He just keeps himself busy in earning the income, that's it. So income of the previous year is taxable in the assessment year, which is the year immediately succeeding a previous year. Immediately succeeding means next to the previous year. Assessment year is next to the previous year. Yes, I know. By now, I have understood this point. The previous year is the year in which income is earned. Very important. Very, very important. See, the third point of this slide and the second point of this slide is complete picture of the definition of assessment in previous year. Second point says it is the year in which income is charged to tax, and that year is assessment year. It is the year in which income is earned, and that is previous year. So these two lines explains you about previous and assessment year. For example, previous year, look at the example of previous year. Previous year 2018 and 19, then assessment year will be 19 and 20. Suppose previous year is 19 and 20, the assessment year will be 20 and 21. Okay, if I ask you, if the assessment year is 2023, 22-23, what will be the previous year for that particular assessment year?
21 and 22.
Very good. Very beautiful answer. Very good. If I ask you, if your assessment year is 15-16, what should be the previous year for that?
14 and 15.
Very
14,
good.
15.
Very good. So I hope you understand that. Now the second definition. It is little bigger definition. So it will take some time to cover it up. What is person? Section 2 subsection 31 defines a term which is known as person. Section 2 subsection 31 defines a term which is known as person. Now, what do you mean by person? Can anybody of you tell me what is person? Person means आपके हिसाब से बड़ी simple terms में आपके हिसाब से दिमाग में क्या आ रहा है अगर मैं person बोलूं तो? person बोला तो दिमाग में क्या आया? अरे? Yes. Yes, somebody said human being. कौन बोला?
Ma'am, Jayashree.
Okay, Jayashree. Very good. Good answer. Human being. Human being को हम person कहते हैं ना? अच्छा, और किसे person कह सकते हैं? You, me, हम, है ना? हम सारे persons हैं ना? Yes or no? You can be called as
Yes,
person.
ma'am.
I can be called as person. We all can be called as persons. A human being can be called as in person. So individual can be called as in person. Therefore, person can be, any living being, any human being can be a person. Okay, but Section 2 subsection 31 of Income Tax Act 1961 says no. Not only individual can be called as a person. Individual is a person, yes, correct. But your definition of explaining person as a just individual is incomplete definition. Now, section 2 subsection 31 says, I will complete the definition. Okay, but section 2 subsection 31 says, I will complete the definition. You say only individual is a definition, is a person. But I will say it is inclusive type of definition. Inclusive type of definition means whatever you say is also correct. But apart from whatever you have included, apart from whatever you have said, I include others also in the definition. Therefore, they will also be called as a person. They are not, but they will also be called. Niranjan, please mute. Niranjan. Wait for a minute, let me report him separately. Okay, so section 2 subsection 31 says it is inclusive type of definition. Inclusive type of definition are those definitions in which the definition which says I am going to include, apart from whatever you have taken a meaning of a person, I'm going to include many other things as well. Therefore, it is known as inclusive type of definition. Okay, now listen. Person includes an individual, yes. A human being, yes. A Hindu undivided family is also a person. Now, suppose, take my example, take my family's example. My family's business is a Hindu undivided family business. I'm talking about business, not a human being. My father has 4 brothers. Of course, my father has 1 father and four brothers. So in all, how many members? 6 members. No, yes, 6 members. Okay, 6 members running together a particular business. One business is I mean taken by is worked by and is undertaken by all 6 members together. If suppose one business is undertaken by 6 members together and they belong to one family, those 6 members are not partners to each other. They belong to one family. Therefore, that particular business will be known as Hindu undivided family business. What it will be known as? Hindu undivided family business. Now, now that particular business is considered as a person. Now, how can a business be considered as a person? Can business run? Can business walk? Can business speak? No. How can a business speak? The members of the business can speak. The members of the business can listen to whatever has been told. Okay. The member of the business can act accordingly. Okay. तो आप मुझे बताओ, कोई बिजनेस बोल सकता है, चल फिर सकता है? Can a business talk and walk? No. How can that be a person then? It is known as artificial person. In SP subject, in the commerce, in SP subject, you have already done that. That company is an artificial person. Have you done that? If not at all, if you have not done it, then I am telling you this. बिकॉज कुछ बच्चों ने ना मैथ्स को ऑप्ट किया था, एसपी को ऑप्ट नहीं किया था, तो उनको ये नॉलेज नहीं है. ओके, सो आई एम टेलिंग यू दैट वॉट एवर हैज बीन रिटन देयर. ओके, तो हिंदू अनडिवाइडेड फैमिली बिजनेस को पर्सन बनाया गया. अब ये पर्सन तो है नहीं, देयरफॉर इट इज नोन एज आर्टिफिशियल पर्सन. इट इज नॉट अ रियल पर्सन लाइक अस. इट इज आर्टिफिशियल पर्सन. Now, why, ma'am? Why they have been considered as artificial person? Why is it so? Because government cannot ask each and every member of the Hindu undivided family to pay the tax separately. Now, there is not a single Hindu undivided family business. Now, in India, there may be hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of Hindu undivided family businesses. Therefore, if you look at a particular Hindu undivided family business, there may be 6 to 10 members together, maybe 3 members together, maybe 4 members together, 4 brothers running one business together. Now, government cannot ask each and every Hindu undivided family and go into in detail and ask every brother, every sister, every father. Are you understanding? हम हर किसी के बिजनेस में जाकर हर किसी के मेंबर से गवर्नमेंट नहीं बोल सकती है ना कि आप सेपरेटली टैक्स भरो. क्यों बोलेगी? टाइम ही नहीं है ना गवर्नमेंट को उतना. तो व्हाट विल गवर्नमेंट डू? अ शॉर्टकट मेथड. नाउ 6 members belong to one business. No. Therefore, take this business, consider the profit of the business, charge the tax on that particular profit. After charging the tax, the leftover profit can be distributed to all the members. सिंपल ना. आप पहले प्रॉफिट
मैम
को आप पहले
जो
प्रॉफिट,
करता रहता है उस,
हाँ हाँ रुको मैं
मैम
आती
जो
हूँ
फैमिली
आती
का
हूँ,
हेड। हाँ
हाँ जी आती हूँ वो पॉइंट पे आती हूँ। लेकिन मैं क्या बोल रही थी, क्यों हिंदू अनडिवाइडेड फैमिली बिजनेस को पर्सन बनाया गया, क्यों, रीजन क्या है? कंपनी को, फर्म को, एसोसिएशन ऑफ पर्सन को, लोकल अथॉरिटी को, ये जो पॉइंट्स दी हुई हैं, इन्हें पर्सन क्यों बनाया गया जबकि पर्सन नहीं है? दो दे आर नॉट टर्म्ड एज पर्सन, दे कैनॉट वॉक, कैनॉट स्पीक, कैनॉट एक्ट, how they can be termed as a person? No, they will not be termed as person, they will termed as artificial person. Why they are termed as person, artificial person? Because it is easy for government to capture one business rather than their different members. It is easy for the government to charge tax on one business rather than charging tax on different members of the business. It is easy for the government to capture the business rather than capture the profit of the business rather than capturing the profits of different persons of the particular business. It will be difficult for the government. Therefore, in Hindu undivided family, the their Hindu undivided family is not a person, but it is an artificial person. Now, on that particular business, government will see how much business earned. How much business earned? Suppose 1 crore rupees in a year. Now, government will not say distribute the amount to your brothers, sisters, and everybody, every member of your business. Distribute the amount. I will wait, and then I will ask every member to pay the tax. No. What will government do? Government will look at the business income. What is the business income? 1 crore. Government will charge 30% on 1 crore directly. 30 lakhs. 1 crore ka 30% is 30 lakhs. Now what is left over? Leftover profit is 70 lakhs. Now 70 lakhs can be distributed to each one of the members of the business. Therefore, this is the shortcut method for the government. No. And because of this logic, because of this, government has made a Hindu undivided family business as as artificial person. Now, on that person, I can charge tax, because if otherwise, I will not be able to charge the tax. Otherwise, देखो, अगर मैंने हिंदू अनडिवाइडेड फैमिली बिजनेस को पर्सन नहीं बनाया, पर्सन के डेफिनेशन में नहीं लाया, इनकम तो पर्सन के ऊपर चार्ज कर सकते हैं ना, पर्सन की इनकम के ऊपर इनकम टैक्स चार्ज कर सकते हैं। जब तक आपने हिंदू अनडिवाइडेड फैमिली को पर्सन नहीं बनाया, तो पर्सन के ऊपर टैक्स कैसे लगाएंगे? Therefore, to charge the tax, he or she or it should be a person. Therefore, Hindu undivided family, company, firm, business, everything has to be taken into consideration of the definition of the person. Now, I think Jaya was discussing with me about that point, and it was very beautiful point, very useful point. What was that point? A karta is there. Karta means, who is karta? Head of the family business.
Head of the family.
Yeah, head of the family business. Head of the family
Business.
business.
Family
Yes.
business.
Yes. He is known as Karta. Now, grandfather is there, father is there, and many brothers are there. Okay. So, therefore, who will be known as Karta of the family business? Of course, grandfather.
Grandfather.
After grandfather, if suppose grandfather is expired, okay, I mean he is no more, okay, then after Karta, I mean the eldest son will become the Karta. Eldest son will become Karta. Okay, and others will be known as co-partners. Very good, Nazreen. Very good. So others will be known as co-partners. Very good. Okay, now let me come to a company. Company is also known as artificial person. What is the logic, ma'am? Logic same. See, there are so many shareholders in the company. Now, government cannot ask and go to each and every shareholder and ask about paying the tax from their income. No. How many shareholders are there? Suppose 10,000 shareholders are there in a single company. Now, government will not approach each and every shareholder. There are 10,000 shareholders. Government will not approach each and every shareholder to pay the tax from their income. No. government will see how much income company earns. That company to which all these shareholders belong. These shareholders belong to this particular company. So I will see this particular company has earned this much amount of income. Let me charge this much amount of tax on this particular amount of income, and then let them distribute the tax. I mean, let them distribute the leftover income profits amongst themselves. Is it very clear? Am I very clear? Am I?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Company, firm matlab partnership firm is also taken as a person. Now government will not ask every partner to pay the tax separately. No. How much your firm earned? 30 lakhs rupees. Okay, pay the tax, and rest amount you can distribute amongst your partners. That will be easy for the government. Association of person or a body of individual, whether incorporated or not. What is association of person? Group of persons coming together to perform a common activity or a common business. That is known as association of person. Club पता है club? Clubs होते हैं ना clubs. देखा
Yes,
है?
ma'am.
Mahindra and Mahindra club. That is
Yes,
association
ma'am.
of person, na?
Yes,
That is
ma'am.
association. That is a group of persons come together to perform common business activities. चलो सबने स्पोर्ट्स की एक्टिविटीज ले ली, सबने क्रिकेट की एक्टिविटी ले ली, उसमें सब एक साथ सबको बेनिफिट मिलता है थोड़ा 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 थोड़ा. सब एक साथ पिकनिक पे जाते हैं, सब एक साथ स्पोर्ट्स एक्टिविटी में इन्वॉल्व होते हैं, है ना. दैट इज नोन एज एसोसिएशन ऑफ पर्सन. बॉडी ऑफ इंडिविजुअल इज ऑल्सो सेम. बॉडी ऑफ इंडिविजुअल, स्मॉल ग्रुप ऑफ पर्सन कमिंग टूगेदर टू परफॉर्म कॉमन बिजनेस एक्टिविटीज, ऑल्सो सेम बॉडी ऑफ इंडिविजुअल. बट यहाँ पे क्या होता है, बॉडी ऑफ इंडिविजुअल में ना एक पर्टिकुलर बिजनेस सेटअप करना पड़ता है. ठीक है, उसको कहते हैं बॉडी ऑफ इंडिविजुअल्स. बॉडी ऑफ इंडिविजुअल इज ऑल्सो अ ग्रुप ऑफ पर्सन कमिंग टूगेदर टू परफॉर्म मे बी सोशल एक्टिविटीज, मे बी सोशल. अब जैसे हमारे कॉलेज में रोड ट्रैक क्लब है, तो वो बॉडी ऑफ इंडिविजुअल्स है ना. रोड ट्रैक क्लब में कुछ
Yes, ma'am.
बच्चे एक साथ आते हैं, अलग अलग कॉलेजेस के बच्चे एक साथ आते हैं और वो सोशल एक्टिविटीज परफॉर्म करते हैं. जैसे अभी लॉकडाउन में दे हैव प्रोवाइडेड फूड, मील्स एंड मास्क एंड डिफरेंट things, sanitizers, which are essential commodities are provided by them to needy people. Therefore, it can be termed as body of individuals coming together, a small group of people coming together to perform social activities, business activities, or they can come together for performing one project. Soon after that project is completed, they will be separated. Okay. A local authority. What is local authority, ma'am? Why it is termed as a person? Local authority is municipal corporation. Yes, Mumbai Municipal Corporation, Thana Municipal Corporation, Ulasnagar Municipal Corporation, different district-wise, city-wise, state-wise municipal corporations, right? They look after to their area, to the development of the area, and then how to supply water, how much water should be supplied, electricity should be supplied.